just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hello, basketball fans. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Jackson Davis in at the five.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
Butler deciding where to go with it. For Murray. Off the left rim and out. And the Kings with possession. It's a three-point game. Outside, Jones. Fires the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Curry with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Jim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustler player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
And they double up MP. For three, Murray. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Butler is screen on DeRozan. From deep. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 6 points.
Well, that's something, fortunately, I never had to do. Defend Steph in pick and roll. I don't know what the defense is supposed to do.
Now, here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Second shot opportunity, and Sabonis lays it up and in.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defender.
It's stolen by Jones, and now Jones running the floor all by himself. Count that bucket. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And that one's good by Butler.
That is smooth. Butler showing you excellent ball control to create that space.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Butler after the basket by Sabonis. Bounce pass, Butler. Sabonis with the steal. Outside for Murray. DeRozan on the wing. Levine feeling it out a bit. And here's MP for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Kuminga against Saric. Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always hot in Sacramento.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. A pair of shooters at the guard, Curry and Hield. Brenton Post is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Now, here's Monk after the miss from Buddy Hield. Kicks it out to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 assists now tonight.
Beautiful timing on that play, and MP finishes it.
Now here's Curry. Last game we saw him score 32. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Jones for 3. And again, Sacramento with the 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Hield from outside. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Monk. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Sabonis has got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Drops in the tray.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep.
In the corner, it's Monk. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Monk's got 11 points. Curry against MP. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Saric. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Different look here for the Warriors. Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for Quentin Post. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his 2nd in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Sacramento moving it around. Bogdanovic against LaVine. Lock at 6. And DeRozan kicks to MP. And another 3 for Sacramento.
I think MP took that as a challenge, and he answered with a 3 of his own.
Here's Hield. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Here's Podziemski. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Podziemski. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Well, the defense tries to collapse on MP's drive, but he just refuses to back out.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Free throw good, MP. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Keegan Murray comes in for Malik Monk. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and you know, for a guy like MP, it's really about earning a reputation early in your career and getting others to notice your game.
Outside Butler. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Here's the 3. No good that time. MP getting it done for the Sacramento King. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. Back right after this.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. The Western Conference winner, Anthony Edwards.
How about the Ant-Man's tenacity of late? One of the most consistently productive guys in the league. No surprise he comes out with this award.
and incredibly talented, the former #1 overall pick. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Kings.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, and multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Jones is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the five out there for the Kings. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And here is MP. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Levine kicks to MP. Kept alive. And it falls over the rim and in. Sabonis has got 10.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Podziemski finds Butler 11 feet away, and Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Now, here's MP. 18 points for him. Murray outside. DeRozan for three. Drills the three-pointer. DeRozan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Butler. Podziemski with it. Still scoreless. Inside. Jackson Davis. Rebound by Murray. Kings leading now by 14. 11 feet away. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Butler loves the three-point look.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's Murray. For three, Levine. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And there's the competitive fire of Levine, getting the 3 points back with him as quick as he can.
Now here's Butler. 9 points in the game so far. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Jones looking for an opening. Murray, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Butler. Here's Curry with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Then for the Warriors, Quinton Post is checked in for... And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Setting the floor for the Warriors. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Moses Moody is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 12. Saric outside. On the wing, Levine jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
The Warriors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. It's Curry outside. It's good from long range.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Outside, Jones. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Monk against Hield. There's the triple. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Stephen Curry.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Murray comes in for Saric. And it's DeRozan in for Monk. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Quinton Post. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Bogdanovich is checked in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. Jones, no luck.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Butler and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Outside DeRozan. Now Jones. Now Sabonis. Takes the 3. MP showing the range.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
It's Bogdanovich. He drills the 3.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
Curry against Jones. Now Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. 6 on the shot clock. The shot misses.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Stephen Curry. Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Levine fire. And they come back with a 3 of their own.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Curry against MP. Bogdanovich. Here's Butler. Now Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And here is MP. from outside. Can't get it to go.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
And there's the three.
Well, you knew it would be Curry in crunch time. Everybody understood Curry was going to get the basketball right there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Stephen Curry, first personal foul, 15 foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry, second personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, MP, taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The three doesn't go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry, third personal foul, third team. At the line for your Kings, NP.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Knocks down the three.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Timeout called the Warriors. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich missed on the three. And an intentional foul right there.
Stephen Curry, fourth personal foul, fifth team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
NP.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Butler. Jacks up a three. Whoops, they pick off the pass. So the Kings win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next time.